Duncan is first. Patrick, Isaac, how you guys doing? Chipper Dad, Michael, hey, Michael, how's it going? All right, get rid of that. And we're up and running. Woohoo! All right, I gotta get my Facebook up and running. How the hell do I do this? Isaac, good day to you. Kevin, how's it going? Caleb, how are you doing? Good morning, good morning. Is it morning? It's morning somewhere. Good day, Mr. Isaac. Come on. Go wait for that to turn on. 10 people. Howdy. Al, nice to see you. I invite another host to go live together. Oh, I have no idea who to do that to. All right. Got to get Facebook up and running before we get started today. I didn't even see what went on in the market today. Did anybody see what went on in the market today? Fill me in with some of the details. Because when I say I sit in front of the computer for 10 minutes, that's it. Once I'm done here, I'll turn it back on again. I'm not one of those that sits in front of the computer all day. But it is what it is. All right, 97 people here. All right, we're gonna get ready to get started. Still waiting on Facebook. Here we go. Urgent response. Yeah, whatever. All right, who do we got? Howdy, Al. Hey, howdy, Mike. Mike and Michael, both here tonight. Julie, how you doing? JBM, would dividends be worth it if you're young or investing in growth? Now, JBM, I can't tell you what to do. I mean, I could, but it's not for me to tell you what to do. I have no idea who you are. I have no idea what your goals are. I have no idea what your obligations are. I have no idea what your plans and I don't know anything about you. As the great Socrates once said, all I know is I know nothing. There you go. But yeah, JBM, I really can't tell you, dude. This is for safe, secure, predictable, inconsistent 1% per week. If you're okay with 1% per week, I do it, less than 10 minutes a day. Okay, that's all. I'm in no great hurry to do anything anytime fast. I'm creating this. Whoops, that didn't work out right. Get this Facebook up and running. All right, here we go. Go live on Facebook. All right, so we got 3, 2, 1, and the countdown goes. Yeah, so JBM, basically you have to figure out what you want yourself. The market was in a tight range, did not make a new high, closed slightly lower. Cool. Rick. Hey, James, how long have you been doing this? Okay, 5 minutes. Just signed on 5 minutes ago. Getting everything up and running. But I'm sure that's not what you're talking about. You got to be more specific with your questions. Then we 220. Ooh. Talk to me, Belka Shaw. I have no idea who you are, and I have no idea what you want to talk about. So we got Facebook over here, TikTok here, YouTube here, Instagram there, and then TikTok down here. No, sorry, YouTube down here. So can everybody see my screen? Okay, for those of you that are new here, I've never been here before, this screen right here is being live broadcast on YouTube, The 10-Minute Trader. How long have you been in the markets and trading? Oh, over 20 years. Thanks for doing these lives, James. Who's that? Big Drew. Way to go. Microsoft, your thoughts. Hey, first one on the list. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's not say hi, hello, pleasantries. Let's just get right down to business. Why not? All right. First on the list today, Microsoft. Let's check it out. Did everyone see the TikTok vote in the House today? What was the vote? Oh, yeah, apparently they want to ban TikTok. Funny thing is, I read an article that Trump tried to ban TikTok, and the federal, what do you call it? Not the federal, 3M. They voted yes, I know, but it's not done yet. How do you know if the stock market is going up or down? Oh, facts. That's an interesting question. All right, MSFT's first on the list. MSFT. What was the second one? Someone said something about the second one. They voted yes. Yeah, but see, the interesting thing is Trump tried to No, Brown. No, no Tesla. Trump tried to ban TikTok when he was in. Okay, and then the one of the courts said no, that he couldn't because there's no suitable alternative. Now that's what they said 4 or 6 years ago. Whenever that happened, you can own the stock one day before the dividend is issued, and you can get the entire dividend. Correct. Encourage more viewers to share. Yep, you guys all know that. When you figure it out, facts, let us know. Okay. Yeah, so basically, I have no idea. And we all know that, what happened with Trump is one thing, what's happened with Biden, totally opposite. Okay, two guys can do the exact same thing. One gets in trouble, one doesn't. Go figure. Say one tried to get it banned 4 or 6 years ago, whenever Trump tried to do that. And the federal court said, no, can't, because there's no suitable alternative. Jeff Bezos is going to buy TikTok. That would be interesting. What would be funny? It would be funny as hell if Elon Musk bought it. That would be a freaking riot. TikTok and Twitter. Huh. Anyway, I think that would be a freaking riot. That'd be cool. All right, Microsoft is first on the list. Nobody want to look at anything else? Probably will. Brown, you never know. You think Meta shares might benefit from TikTok banning news? I have no idea. When one of your stock tanks, do you sell calls at a lower strike? Buddy Wally, yes, I do. Ivan, hello, I'm new to investing and stock market. What advice do you give me? Sit, chill, relax, take your time. Stock market has been here for over 400 years. Really ain't going anywhere. Okay. However, the new stuff, I doubt he would be allowed too much influence. Okay. If the stock is looking overbought, you still take the covered call if everything else looks good. Isaac, I'm just looking for a safe, secure, predictable, consistent 1% per week. I really don't care how many people bought it, how many people sold it. If all the numbers look good, all the charts look good, and it's a decent company with good dividends that keep continuously increasing. CVS. We'll take a look at CVS. CVS. Okay, we only got two so far. Hi, how are you? I am fine, Wally. Walmart, your thoughts? Okay, we'll take a look at Walmart. WMT. Now, Sally and Viju and you other new people here, I like to do stocks that have increased their dividends to their shareholders for a minimum of 20 years. Hey, Tony Fizzle, you're back. Cool. Andrew, you're new here. We don't talk about NVIDIA because NVIDIA doesn't do dividends. Baba, please. I don't think Baba does it either. But I do own Baba somewhere else. And what was that next one? Home Depot? Alex, how are you? HD, Home Depot. Home Depot is on my list. So is Lowe's. Lowe's has a better premium than Home Depot does. I actually prefer Lowe's over Home Depot, even though they're both dividend kings. United Health Group. All right, Saya. I like the account name. Okay, cool. Way to go. Saya or Saya, I don't know how you pronounce that. Secretary, good afternoon. You got to give me a stock symbol. My thoughts on BTC. What does BT stand for? Calvin Hill. Oh, join Calvin. Okay. DIS. Disney, no. McDonald's, Mickey D's. Mickey D's is on the list. MCD. The reason why it's no to Disney, Disney only pays their dividend once a year. Facts, I knew what it was. I was being facetious. We don't do cryptocurrency here. CMCSA. No, Mike, I actually bought some Comcast. CMCSA. That's on the list. My thoughts on Bitcoin. I don't have any yet because I cannot take Bitcoin and go to the grocery store and buy anything. USB. That's another good one. That one's on the list. Take a gander at USB. Sunbun. That's interesting. Delta. Okay, you got to give me the UNH. You got to give me the ticker symbol. UNH. We looked at UNH last night. Lucky, hello, and how are you today? We get ready to get started. Caterpillar. Ooh, I like Caterpillar. And I think I bought Caterpillar last year. I don't know if I bought it this year yet. Spirit Airlines. Save Cirrus. Siri AT&T. Uncle Buck, I DM you, but you haven't replied yet. Lucky I asked you to send me the invite. I remember distinctly. I saw all 3 of your DMs. Thanks for what you're doing. Hey, Reefer Madness. Precious Grant. To be fair, you can't take a stock to the store either. You're absolutely 100% correct. DAL and KSS. Teleflex, no, that's not on the list. Uncle Buck, you got to give me a stock symbol, a ticker symbol, because Teleflex doesn't mean anything to me. Is that FLX? FLEX? That could be it. FLEX. All right, we have enough for now. So let me turn off the questions and we can get down to business. All right, what would you say it the best short-term stock to buy? Wow, that's an interesting question. I don't really have a best one. ALB. There you go, Doc. I actually sold my ALB today. ALB. I shot up and I thank you. See you later. NIO. NIO. All right. Let me post the criteria before you turn off the comments. All right, post it up now, Al, because here we go. Viju. Hey, Go Sox. How you doing? All right, here we go with the comments. We'll turn the comments off. Only so I can get started. And the comments are, come on, right? There we go. All right. Can you tell us the A to Z to proceed? Oh, that's easy. The A to Z to proceed. All right, Isaac, you ready? Okay, first of all, this strategy was created for my 9-year-old daughter back in 2008. When she was 9, she kept wanting this and wanting that. And with frustration, if you guys ever had a little girl who wants everything, you got to say no eventually. So I said no, and I snapped, say, why don't you go out and get your own job? Wrong thing to say, especially when mom's in the other room. Anyway, needless to say, she wanted to see what I was doing. She wanted to do the same thing because that's basically what little girls did. They worship the ground that daddy walks on. And that's basically what my little girl did. So anyway, I came up with this trading strategy because it had to be simple for a 9-year-old to understand. Simple. It had to be safe. No possible way she can lose any money. Okay. It had simple, safe. The income had to be predictable, and income had to be consistent, and there was no way she could possibly lose. Those 5 criteria is what needed to be met. All right. Now, in order to do that, only buy. This is what the rules in my house was. Only buy stocks. Number 1 rule that you plan on holding for a long period of time, meaning they've increased their dividends consecutively year after year after year. Okay, even if the stock price goes down. Okay, rule number 2: never sell for a loss. Even if the stock price goes down, you never sell at a loss. Okay, that way she can never lose money. And if the company consistently increases year after year after year, the dividends, she had money coming in consistently. Okay, predictable, consistent, safe, secure, predictable, and consistent. Okay, no way she can lose because she's never allowed to sell at a loss. Okay, now that we incorporated the options in there, we look for that 1% consistently. Okay, safe, secure, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. Now, out of the 9,000, boy, let's pull it up because we did this last time. For all you that are new here, what is this? Oh yeah, I was reading the House bill TikTok that would force the sale of the company. All right, well, I think that's not fair, but it is what it is. Okay, here we go. What I'm doing now is I'm going to FinViz. FinViz is a financial visualization company. You go in there and you can do lots of neat, fun stuff there. But I use it for basically showing you what is available. Okay, so go to the stock screener. And what this does, all these little criteria here, okay, exchange, market cap, earnings date, price, index, blah, 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 blah. All those little things will allow you to find the best stocks to invest in with the tools that this company offers. All right. So let's take a quick gander. You ready? Here we go. 9,494 stocks traded in the stock market. 9,409. Excuse me. 9,494. That's a lot to choose from. Okay, so how do we choose? Well, first thing I want to do is find out what companies pay a dividend. So right up here, dividend. Okay, I'm going to open that up, and I want to go to a dividend yield of 2% or better. Now let's take a look. 3,256 companies. Okay, so that cut it down quite a bit. Next, I want to find out which ones have options. Well, that's way over here. All right, so I go over to the options. Now, we're down to 1,937. That's still a lot to choose from. Okay, one more time. Are you ready? Average volume. Why do I want to do average volume? Well, to put it bluntly, I don't want to be the only one on the dance floor. That means the more volume you have, the more shares trading consistently. Basically, the tighter the range is. What do I mean by that? Well, anytime you go in the stock market, there's a bid and the ask. What you can sell it for, what you can buy it for. Okay, when the bid and the ask are really tight, like 1 penny or 2 pennies difference between the two, that means there's a lot of shares trading. Okay, I like that. Now, when there's only like 50,000 shares trading per day, there's a huge spread. Okay, I don't want to trade those. So I want at least 300,000 shares trading in a day. Okay, 300,000 minimum. Okay, that brings me down to 1,097. That's still a lot of companies to go for. Now, that's basically all I can do with this screener right here, because it doesn't tell me whether or not those are monthly or weekly options. Now, that's one way to find out companies, but I use this mainly to show you how many stocks are available. 9,495, or whatever that freaking number was. It was huge. How do you decide which ones to buy? Well, my rule was they had to pay dividends. They have to increase their dividends for more than 20 years consecutively. So who are those? The dividend kings. Now, the dividend kings have increased their dividends for 50 years or more consecutively, year after year after year after year, higher and higher dividends. Believe it or not, there are some companies that even increase 60 and 70 years. That's a lot of increases every single year. Now, what has happened to the economy in the last 70 years that these companies have continuously increased year after year after year? Well, a lot. Okay, but dividend kings, 50 years or more. Dividend aristocrats, 25 years or more. Wait a minute. Dividend kings is 55 of them. Cool, that's 55 right there that you can choose from. Okay, dividend aristocrats, I think there's 67, I think. Okay, that's 25 years of increased dividends. Then there's dividend champions. Okay, another 25 years or more. And there's 147 of those. So you combine all three of those lists together, that's over 200 companies to look at. Once you find out whether they have options, and if they have weekly options, that brings your list down to about 150. Okay, there you go. Go into Google, say how many, list of the dividend kings. Go into Google and look up list of dividend aristocrats. Go into Google and look for list of dividend champions. You even go into Google and look for a list of Warren Buffett stocks. You know what Warren Buffett holds. And yes, I have a list of Warren Buffett stocks. That being said, let's go back to where we were. Okay, so that being said, first thing I want to do is put all those stocks into a dividend calendar. All right, 150 stocks into a dividend calendar. Why? Well, I'll give you a quick little example. See that? This is the month of March. Okay, all those little green dots represent a company that have increased their dividend payments to their shareholders for 20 years or more. Okay, Key, Halliburton, JWN, which is, what's JWN? Oh my goodness, really? I even own some JW. Why don't I know this off the top of my head? Nordstrom's, silly me. Nordstrom's, AIG, Bed Bath & Beyond, Cisco, Comcast, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, um, um, Altria, Walmart, T. Rowe Price, Coca-Cola. There's over 150 of them every single quarter. There is 150 companies that are paying a dividend 4 times a year, 4 quarters, January, February, March. First quarter, April, May, June. Second quarter, July, August, September. Third quarter, October, November, December. Fourth quarter. Okay, 150 stocks. You start at list week 1, because it's 13 weeks in a quarter, 66 trading days. Week 1, week 2. I'll give you, for instance, let's take a quick look at Warren Buffett's list. So we'll change this to Warren Buffett's list. Here we go. And we'll go back to January. Okay, week 1, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, Globe Life. Okay, week 2, MasterCard, Verizon, AbbVie. Week 3, Procter & Gamble, Bank Mellon. Week 4, nothing. Week 5, Ally, Aon, Wells Fargo. That's week. That was week 5. Week 6, DHI, Siri, Visa, Apple, Capital One Finance. Week 6, Helmerich and Payne, Kroger, Chevron, Jeffries, Johnson & Johnson, UPS, so on and so forth. Okay, there's 13 weeks in a quarter. And the funny thing about it is that when those 13 weeks are done, guess what happens? We go to week 1 again, and then the whole list starts over again. So it's the exact same stocks over and over and over again. I go through the list once every year to make sure they're good to be on my list. And if they do be on the list, then fine, I'll trade them. Now, I've only added 2 new stocks this year. That's it. 2. I think one was Whirlpool, and I forget what the other one was. But anyway, that's besides the point. But I check my list once a year, and I suggest everyone do a good comprehensive search and find out what is a good company to buy. Okay, and don't buy the company, just put it in your roster. Put it when it's time to buy it, because time is not always right. Stocks only do 2 things. They go up and they go down. They make patterns. Okay? They make patterns. Look, down first couple weeks in January, up to the middle of February, down into March, up again, down, over and over and over again. Same thing, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, we have what's called a seasonality chart. A seasonality chart takes 10 years worth of data and just throws it in. Okay, year after year, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, so on and so forth. Now, this goes from January 1st to December 31st. The blue line represents this year. The red line represents 10 years on average. What does a stock normally do? So look at Walgreens. She goes up in January, and then she slowly goes down the whole year, and then she finally recovers in the fourth quarter. Okay, that's just Walgreens. Different companies do different things. AT&T. This is what AT&T does on average. Up, down, all throughout the year. No real rhyme or reason to it. Microsoft, MSFT. Okay, look at it. Steady growth every year. From the beginning of January, up, down, up, down, up. Every year. Consistency. Okay, this is what it's done this year. Look, almost the exact same thing. This is this year. This is a 10 years average. It goes up, it comes down. Look at this. It goes up, it comes down. Okay, year after year after year. This, I love when they came out with this seasonality chart. This is awesome. If you're wondering where to get this, if you're wondering where to get the other one, that's Thinkorswim by Thinkorswim was bought out by TD Ameritrade years ago. And then TD Ameritrade was recently purchased by Charles Schwab. So Charles Schwab owns this now. I don't care. I've been using it for 15 years. And I like the fact that they continue to let us use it. I think it's freaking awesome. But that's me. What do I know? All right. That being said, that was step 2. Okay. Step 3, okay, is the 1-year chart. I want to take a look at what was it a year ago. Okay, this is 52 weeks ago, right? And this is today, okay? 52 weeks ago today. How does the stock move over the year? Okay, this one looks nice. This is Microsoft. Nice movement. Okay, great. What has it done in the last 90 days? Okay, the last 3 months. She went up a little bit, sideways, shot up nicely, and sideways again. Okay, great. Now I want to see the last 30 days. Why the last 30 days? Well, the reason why I want to see the last 30 days is because I want to see if there's a pattern. Does it go up, down, and how long does it take to go up? How long does it take to go down? Because it's relatively easier to predict or see a pattern in the next 5 days, because Monday through Friday is only 5 days. Okay, I buy the stock on Monday, I sell the option on Monday, and that option expires on Friday. Okay, I would like to buy on Monday and sell on a Friday. In order for it to do that, I have to be able to see what kind of a pattern there is. Okay, she gaps down, up a little bit, down, gaps up, down a little bit, up, down, up, down, up. From the way it looks now, hypothetically speaking, it should be coming down. But that's Microsoft. What does it normally do this time of year? For that, we go to the seasonality chart. For the seasonality chart, I want to look at week number 11, week number 12, because right now we are in week number 11. Okay, count the weeks. Okay, January is 4 weeks. February is another 4 weeks. That's 8. Okay, we are in the 3rd week of March. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, now this time of year, what does Microsoft normally do? Okay, so I'm going to go from today, the 13th, 2 weeks from now, around the 22nd. What does that look like to you? That looks like sideways. It looks like a flat line. That's basically what. No up, no down. No real rhyme or reason to it. Okay, no big ups, no big down. Perfect. I love flat lines when it comes to doing covered calls. All right, so how do I interpret that? Well, let's go back to the chart here. Personally, I think it's going to come down, so I wouldn't buy it. That's me personally. But for those who like it, it's at $415. I don't buy stocks over 300 bucks, so I wouldn't do it. But for those of you who like MSFT, okay, the last trade was 415.10. The bid for 16.20. The ask for 17.24. The closest one would be for 17.50. All right, now 1% of 417 is $4.17. Well, look what they're offering. $1.84. That's not even a 0.5%. So I say no to Microsoft. All right, but we only get 2 days left. Okay, Thursday and Friday. So let's disregard this week and let's look at next week, which means we have 9 days. Still the same number, 417. The 417.50, there you go. $5.05. Okay. If I bought it at 417.24, I sold at strike price at 417.50 because that is the closest to the purchase price. I would collect $5.05 per share, and that is over 1%. So if you want to know how you get your 1%, safe, secure, predictable, and consistent, you have to buy a stock and be able to sell a covered call against it. And that premium has to be over 1%. However, I wouldn't do Microsoft because the chart didn't look right to me. And let's find out when they actually have their EX date. The 14th, tomorrow, which means I would have to buy it first thing tomorrow morning. Okay, you have to buy it on or before the EX date in order to qualify for the dividend. And that dividend is going to be a whopping 75 cents. That sucks. It does. That's not even 0.5%. Okay, there are other companies out there that offer better dividends and have better pricing on them. Okay, like I don't do stocks over 300 bucks. That's just plain and simple. Okay, hopefully that answers all the questions. No questions. Well, can't have any questions because we turned the comments off. Let's get busy and let's start doing some stocks. Here we go. So the first one was Microsoft. Next one was CVS. See if I can do this quick. CVS. Not this month. Whoops. Nope, not in March. Not in February. January 19th. Okay, that's week number 3. We're in week 11, so we won't look at this for another 4 weeks. Sorry for CVS. Wally World. WMT. Not January, not February. March. Tomorrow morning. Walmart is tomorrow morning. It's 20 cents. WMT Walmart, 61 bucks. Okay. WMT. I'm going to say no. And the reason why I'm saying no, a year ago, we're way down here at 45. Okay. She goes up and keeps on going, gaps down, and then just shoots on up. Too close to the high. You're actually at the high now. So you have nothing but profit taking coming up. Could it go higher? Yes, it could. But you're standing on a ladder waiting for someone to bring you a taller ladder to go higher. It's never been this high this year. Okay? I do not buy at the high. I just don't do it. Standing on a ladder reaching for the sky. No, not for me. And I'm not even going to bother looking at everything else because it just doesn't work. No for Wally World. Baba. Alibaba. Whoops. Now I actually have Alibaba in a different account. Not this strategy, but a different strategy. And I do own it. I have to let you know that I own it. Don't ask me why. They tell me I have to let you know if I own something. All right. A year ago, 83.02. The high of the year, 105.13. And that was the beginning of April, which is coming up. Okay. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Nice movement. Okay. Then she drops down to a new trading range. Well, look at, wait a minute. I gotta go back. Did I do the high of the year? Yeah, the high of the year. What was it? 105.05. And that was the end of March, which is coming up. Okay. 90 days ago. Where is 90 days ago? Right there. 90 days ago, let's call it the high, 90-day high, and that was 87.83. Okay, she dropped down to the 90-day bottom on January 22nd, and that's 66.63. Okay, let's look at the last 30 days because I like the movement here. Okay, look at it. Okay, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. All right, so where are we? Last 30 days. Here we go. 30 days ago today was the 30-day bottom. Okay, the 30-day high was on the 27th, and that was 78.05. Okay, she drops down to a bottom here, to a low here at 71.04, and look at the escalation. Well, she gaps up, she gaps down, goes up, and then she gaps up, and then she goes up again. Finally, okay, so it's like from this bottom here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days to the upside. Okay, not quite a 30-day high, so there's a little bit more room to make another 30-day high or to challenge a 30-day high, one or the other. But personally, okay, I think there might be pullback. I do. I kind of hope there will be. That helps out my position, but you know, that's what it looks like. So let's take a look at the numbers. Well, before that, we take a look at the seasonality. Hold on, cause I'm a coming. I'm a soul man. All right, so the next 30 days. That looks nice. Look at that. Okay. Nice to the upside. Very slightly to the upside. I like that. See? From here, slightly up. I like that. That works for me. But that's historical performance. That's what it's done historically. Okay? That doesn't mean it's going to continue to do that. Okay? It just gives you an idea how it normally moves this time of year. And I like that. Okay, so let's go to... Does Alibaba even have dividends? No, it doesn't. So why do we even look at Alibaba? Well, besides the fact that I own it. But in a different trading strategy on a different account. Now, I have 5 different accounts. I only share 2 with you guys. BA. I should have said no to this one right off the bat because, okay, so the last trade was 76.39. The bid 76.21. The ask 76.35. Both the bid and the ask are lower than the last price. Usually when that happens, the market maker is trying to push it to the downside. Okay, but if I wanted to jump in at 76.35, the 76 is it's closest to. That's $1.95. That's way over 1%. That's more like 2%. But you got to really like Alibaba, and they don't have dividends. So I feel like a hypocrite if I say no because I already own it, but I own it in a different trading strategy, not the trading strategy I'm teaching you. Okay, I have to tell you I own it because I do own it, but not for this trading strategy because it doesn't offer dividends. Okay, but if you did like Alibaba, just be leery that usually when both the bid and the ask are lower than the last price, the last price, 76.39. That was the last price at 4 o'clock this afternoon. The bid, 76.21. The ask, 76.35. Usually, when they're both lower than the last price, the market makers trying to push it down. And I said that earlier. This is my opinion. Okay, well, I don't know shit. Okay, Socrates said, "All I know is I know nothing." Okay, but bottom here, 71. Top here, 77. There's profit to be taken here. Okay, that's just my opinion. Okay, if I was playing and I owned it there, I would do it. But I have it in a different strategy. So anyway, that's that. Okay, Home Depot. Home Depot, here we go. Home Depot was last week. Sorry, last week for Home Depot. Mickey D's. MCD for Mickey D's. That was the last day of February. That was a couple of weeks ago.
That should be connected with cholesterol medication.
The wife thinks it's funny when she comes out here and tries to make me laugh while I'm doing this. Okay. All right. Comcast. Now, I do own Comcast. Okay. CMCSA. Here we go. Okay. Now, Comcast is 3 weeks out. Okay. Not this week, not next week, not the week after, but the following week. And yes, I did buy some Comcast because everything just looks so damn good. All right. CMCSA. All righty. CMCSA. All right, here we go. A year ago today, we were at the low of the year, 34.87. Now, nice escalation to the high of the year, and that was middle of September. Okay. Now, 90 days ago today, 37.95. Nice run up from the 90-day low at 37.95 up to the 90-day double high at 47.08. Now that was January 31st and February 1st. Okay, from there she drops. Let me take a look at the last 30 days. Okay, 30 days ago we opened up at 41.94. Our 30-day bottom our 30-day bottom was 40.74, and that was the 20th of January. That was like 3 weeks ago. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. Okay, she goes up nicely, hits a high at 43.07, drops back down, jumps up, and look at this, 3 days in a row left that top. Okay, 43.68, 43.65, 43.68. What do you think? 43.68 is the high for the 30-day period. Now, I do own Comcast at 43.42. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, I own it at 43.42. That can't be right. Yeah, 43.42 is what I own it at. Now I sold the 43.50s. I collected a nice premium. Okay, fine. All right. I'll carry it forward. I don't mind. But let's take a look if we were going to jump into it tomorrow. Okay, if I was going to jump in tomorrow. The last trade, 43.28. The bid, 43.28. The ask, 43.58. Okay, it looks as if the market maker is going to push it up tomorrow. Okay. Now, the 43.58, the closest strike price. Okay, 43.58. The closest strike price is the 43.50. But it's not paying 1%. So I already own it, but if I was going to, I would say no, because it doesn't look right. The number's just not there. What's up, honey? She's gonna do something to make me laugh. What is it?
I'm good. I'm gonna be good.
She's gonna be good. That's what she says. Okay, nobody can hear you anyway, because well, they can hear you, but they can't because I have the comments turned off.
Then I don't have to be good.
Ooh, can you give me that plug, please? I gotta plug it in. My battery's dying. Thank you, honey. All right, we got the juice. All righty. All right, so I bought Comcast on Monday. So because the numbers looked good on Monday. They don't look good at this moment. Even for next week, they don't. Okay? The 43.58s are going for 38 cents. That's not even 1%. Yeesh. Well, anyway, we'll see what happens. All right, so that's noted Comcast. USB. USB. Okay, USB. And one more time. USB. First thing I want to do is look at the calendar. The 27th. That works. Okay, 43.47. The 43.50s are going for 83 cents. That is a nice number. Okay, not quite 2. Wait a minute, 44. Yeah, not quite 2%. Like 1.7, 1.8, somewhere in that area. I can deal with that. Let's take a look at US Bancorp. Slide this out of the way. Just move it on over. I won't you slide it on over. Okay, anyway, 37.30 a year ago. Okay, our bottom was in May, the beginning of May. And that was 27.31. But look at the escalation. Let's go to the 90-day, because the high for the year is the same as the high for the 90-day period. And that was on the 14th of December. Okay, so 90 days ago, okay, the beginning of November, we were at 30.33. Okay, the middle of December, we have our high at 45.85. Okay, that's not bad. What is that? 14 bucks from 30.69 to 45.85. That's about 15 bucks, somewhere in that area. Okay, so that's the high for the 90-day period. Last 30 days, right? There we go. Last 30 days. We opened up at 40.23 30 days ago. Okay, 29 days ago, one more day, we have our 30-day bottom, and that is at 39.41. Now, if you look at the chart, nice escalation from the bottom to the top is where we are right now. Now, could it go higher? It could, but there is profit taken to be taken here. Okay, is it going to take here? I don't know. It could. Okay, I don't have USB. But the last couple of days, look, if she went up, she went sideways, up, sideways again. Could she continue going sideways? Yeah, she could. Could she go up higher? Yeah, she could. Could she come down, have profit taken? Yeah, she could. That's the funny thing is, this one has no distinct pattern. Okay? No 3 days up, 3 days down, 4 days up, 4 days down. Nothing like that. It's up, sideways, up, sideways. Okay, kind of like stair stepping, you know. But let's take a look at seasonality. What does it normally do this time of year? Normally this time of year. Now, didn't we talk about this yesterday? Hold on a second. I'm gonna point it out to you so you see it. All right, that's the next 3 weeks. March 21. Okay, do you remember the pandemic? March 21 was the bottom of the market. You're going to see that on almost every chart within this time frame. 321. Anyway, so the next couple of weeks, here we are at 313. Okay, 1 week is the 20th, right there. Okay, the 21st. That's about a week from here now till Friday. Basically sideways. Now, this here, the 21st, it's very complicated to figure out how do you interpret that, because it was an anomaly. When has there ever been a worldwide pandemic where the world shuts down? That's freaking nuts. Okay, so it's hard to say, what does a stock normally do? Normally, a pandemic that happened was not normal. Okay, but basically she just goes sideways. All right, back to where we were. The way we were. Who sang that? Memory. Barbra Streisand. The way we were. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, last trade was 43.47. Okay. The bid 43.47. The ask 44.10. That right there, the numbers gives you an indication that the market maker is going to try to push it up. Okay. So the 44s are going for 60 cents. Ooh. Okay. See that? Last trade 43.47. The bid 43.47. The ask 44.10. 44.10. The closest one to that is the 44, and it's going for 60 cents. That is 1.5%. Right off the top of my head, about 1.5%. So, do you like USB? Now, I don't mind USB. What is the high for USB? Hold on. Let's get this thing out of the way. Okay. The 90-day high was at 45. Okay. 45, way up here. Okay, the 90-day high. This is where we are now. The 90-day high is right there. Okay, we're already at the 30-day high. The next we can go is a 90-day high, or profit taking. Flip of a coin. But they got their dividend coming up. So usually coming into the dividend, stocks have a tendency to go up. That's why I buy them 10 days prior to the EX date. Let's go back. I'll show you. Okay. 27th. Okay. We are in this week here. 2 weeks before the EX date. Okay. That gives this week and this week to move up before the dividend play. Okay. Now, I've been doing this long enough that just before the EX date, the stocks have a tendency to go up. Tendency. Okay. High probability. Ooh, how's that one? High probability. Okay, so I like USB. Kinda. Okay, UNH. It's not to a point where I want to write it down and circle it and say, this is a definite. It's kind of, it's like over 1.5%. Okay, the next one on the list is UNH. UNH. Uh-oh, we're down to 79. Guys, if I drop below 60, I'm calling it for a night. So you better start sharing the live so we can get more people in here. Okay, UNH was 2 weeks ago. No, it was last week. Okay, so that's a no. Caterpillar, CAT. I know that's not this week. Yeah, Caterpillar is in January. Yeah, Caterpillar is week 3. So we won't look at Caterpillar for another 4 weeks. So that's a no. DAL. 78. DAL, week number 8. Okay, that's the 4th week in February. Okay, DAL, 4th week in February. That's a no for today. Kohl's. Kohl's is in play because a lot of us here actually own Kohl's. Okay, so Kohl's, KSS. Now I have Kohl's. Now Kohl's has the EX date on Tuesday. Okay. Okay. So now I bought some Kohl's here. So I have this week. If I make my 1% this week and I cash out, I won't buy it again. Okay. But let's take a look at the numbers for Kohl's. $25.36, $25.50. Ooh, nice numbers there. Let's see what the chart looks like. KSS. Okay, Kohl's a year ago, 23.44. Okay, we got a triple bottom at the 1780 area. Okay, once in the end of May, twice, once in the beginning of October, once in the middle of October. So twice in October, and that was in the 1760, 1750 area. Okay, now we got a triple high at 29.55. Okay, once in August. Okay, beginning of August, and then twice at the end of December. Okay, so let's take a look at the last 90 days. Last 90 days. 90 days ago, today, we were at 23.88. We got a 90-day bottom at 20.77. Now, this thing basically shot up, hit the 90-day high at 29.45, end of December. Basically went sideways for the last, was that 60 days maybe? Since the beginning of January to where we are today. That's basically just sideways. Look at that. Basically just sideways. But look at the movement. Okay. Come down. Okay, some profit taken up, profit taken up, profit taken up, profit taken up, profit taken. And then we gap down, not yesterday, but the day before. Okay. We were at 27.23, and we dropped all the way down to 25.25. All right, last 30 days, here we go. 30 days ago, 27.16. Okay, our bottom was 25.12, and that was on Fat Tuesday. Okay, Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday. 12. That's February 13th. Okay. Now, like I said, we have our 30-day high on the 4th of March, and that's 28.92. From there, she drops down a little bit, and then she drops down a lot of bit. Drops down a little bit, then drops down a lot of bit. She has that gap down. I think that gap is going to fill. Right? Now, we closed up today at 25.29. Now, what does Kohl's normally do this time of year? Okay, here we got that March 21st anomaly. Okay, but basically it goes sideways. Nothing major this time of year. Okay. Now, if I wanted to buy it tomorrow at 25.36, that would be the 25.50, and that's going for 56 cents. See, the last trade 25.29, the bid 25.29, the ask 25.36. Both of those numbers. So it's like the market maker is trying to push it up tomorrow. I'm okay with that. I really am, because I'm into this at 27.97. Okay, really? That's where I'm at. All right, 27.97. So I bought it way up here, and look where it is now. Okay, way up here, 27.97. Way up here. This is where I got it, and this is where it is now. I don't really care because I made more than 1% last week. Okay, made more than 1% this week. And I got no problem whatsoever holding it. Okay, here we are today. I have no problem holding it this week and even holding it next week. Because next week, I'll collect the dividend. Granted, the dividend is not that huge, but the dividend is 2% of the stock price. It's 50 cents. The stock price is $25.29. So it's like 1.9, 1.8. It's close. Okay, so I've collected a nice premium this week, more than 1%. And then if I carry it into next week, I will write another covered call first thing Monday. And then Tuesday, I will collect 2% dividend. So if I collect 1% or even 0.5%, I don't really care. Okay. But I'll be able to hopefully get out next week or this week. Either one, I'm okay. But I'm thinking about getting it into again on Monday because you got the dividend coming up next Tuesday. All right. Ooh, we're almost done. We got a couple more. Flex. I don't get a warm fuzzy feeling about Flex. I don't. No. No dividends this month. ALB. Now, I just let you know, I did sell my ALB today in a different strategy, different account. Now, do I have ALB in this one? Not there. Not there. ALB right here. So I'm into ALB at 123.30 and I sold the 120s. Whoa! Low disk space. That's not good. Okay. No, I said I had 5 accounts. I just showed you 3 of them. Okay, so I don't have ALB in this account, but I do have it in another account. So let's take a look at the numbers for ALB. Now, ALB does have its dividend tomorrow. Okay, so I will be collecting the dividend, 40 cents a share, tomorrow for ALB. Now, ALB, the numbers, 126.50, and the 126.50 is going for 390. Nice. All right. That makes, I like that. Well, let's check the charts and let's see what that looks like. ALB. All right. Ooh, that does look good. Very first thing I want to look at. Anytime I look at a chart, I want to see what's the high, what's the low, where was it a year ago, and where is it now? Okay, now for a bunch of different reasons. Okay, one, I don't want to buy at the high. Okay, if it's at the high, that means it's going to be profit taking somewhere. Okay, I'll get it figured out sooner or later. High, right up here. All right, profit taking. Look, profit taking up a little bit. 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 Profit taking. She drops all the way down to here. Okay, sideways a little bit, so on and so forth. That's the first thing I want to see. Okay, and if it's at the bottom right now, I want to see, is it continually going at the bottom or is it going to turn around? Okay, because when it gets to the bottom, I want at least 2 days to the upside to give me some kind of confirmation that, we the people, we the buyers and sellers, because we're the ones who figure out how much it's worth. Because the market maker, he's there to make a buck. He doesn't care one way or the other. Okay, he posts the price, and if we buy it, the price goes up. Okay, and we keep going up until we, the buyer, say, wait a minute, that's too expensive. I don't want to buy it anymore. Because we make that decision. Okay, we have a lot of power. We have more power than we think we do. Okay, because ALB is at 125 right now, 125.79. And if you think, hey, 125.79, that's a good deal. Let me buy some. And then Joe says the same thing. Then Joe starts buying. Then Mary starts buying, and Peter starts buying, and all of a sudden people have, yeah, it looks great. Then it's going to slowly go up. Yeah, we decide what it's worth and what it's not worth. And we do that by suggestions, by the news, by the media, by other people saying whatever. Lots of strange reasons why it goes up and why it goes down. But funny thing is, the stock price going up or down has very little to do with the company itself. I mean, if you went and you stood at the parking lot at Albemarle and you watched, 9 o'clock in the morning, who comes to work every day, and then you looked at what did they do, what did they manufacture, who showed up, who did their work, was it a regular day? Okay, you do that every single day. Usually it's the same every single day, whether the stock price is at 250 or whether the stock price is down at 110. People still go to work regardless of what the stock price is doing. All right, enough of that. Let's take a look at the 90 days. 90 days would be right there. So 90 days ago today, we were at 114.75. Now, that was some nice escalation it looks like a triple high. Let me read these to you. 153.54, 153.09, 153.21. Well, it doesn't seem to be going over 153.20 or 153.25. But from there was, look at the distance between the 90-day bottom, the 90-day top. Okay, look at all that profit taking. Finds a bottom, and then we say, hey, wait a second, only buy some of that. Okay, I don't know, more profit taking, whatever. Now we're here. Then look, she gaps down, big gap down. Okay, what do you think is going to happen there? She's slowly going to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days to the upside. Okay, I think that's going to fail. Let's get a little bit closer. Hold on. Right there. Okay, 30 days ago, 113.50. Sideways for a couple of weeks, and then she shoots up to the 30-day high. Look at that. Sideways for a little bit, and then shoots up to the 30-day high. Here's some profit taken here. And here's the market maker sucking the rest of the profits out of you guys. Right there. Okay? We come to a 30-day bottom. And that was the 5th last week. 106.61. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days to the upside. That's where we are now. Okay? 30-day top. 2 days later, 30-day bottom. Boom, boom, boom. Here we are right now. ALB. Now, ALB, let's check the number. Oops, seasonality. Hold on. And there you have it, this time of year. Look at that. Okay? Goes up a little bit, pull back, up, pull back, up, pull back, up, pull back. I love it when it looks like that because you can strategize and say, all right, when is a good time to get in? When is a good time to get out? What does it normally do? This is what it normally does every year. Okay, that's history. Okay, 10 years of historical data. All right, the next couple of weeks. Look at this. March 21. Weird, isn't it? You'll be seeing that a lot until March 21 is gone. All right. Okay, the last trade, 125.79. The bid, 125.06. The ask, 126.51. So the 126 is going for $3.90. Ouch, that's nice. Let's do a quick little math problem on this one. Okay, 390. 390. Now the 126. If I sell it at 126.50, I'm losing 51 cents. So that's 48. So let's call it. Let's subtract the 51. $39. Oh, all right, whatever. And then we divide that by the purchase price. 126.50. 120. No, 126. Yeah. No, 126. We took out the 51 cents. Okay, 2.69. That's like 2.7%. That's if you like Albemarle. Remember, always remember rule number one. Rule number one. Never buy something you do not want to hold for a long period of time. All right, I just turned the comments back on. We got one more to look at. That was Albemarle. Okay, now a few people have Albemarle. I have Albemarle. Okay, I don't know who else have ALB. I know Doc does. Way to go, Doc. ALB. All right, next one. Whoops, next one. Castro, good evening. Market Watch. Can you explain why you bought ALB back? Oh, because I like the numbers. Okay. ALB was the high 30 days. Okay. 42.60, I think it was. Okay. She gaps down, and here's your bottom right here. Okay. And then you have 6 days to the upside. Okay. Monday was right here. 1, 2, 3 on Friday. And it's going to the upside, and it's got to fill this gap in. Eventually, this gap is going to get filled. So that's why I bought it back, because I thought it was going to fill. So I bought it on Monday. 1, 2. So it's going to me, it looks like the outside. Hello, Peeps Yuri. You're welcome back. Instead of letting it expire. Oh, no. Okay. I didn't buy the option back. I bought some more stock in a different account. Remember, I have 5 different accounts. Okay, I don't have it in this account here. Okay, I don't have it in this account. See the stocks right here? Okay, I have it in this account way over here, which is, okay, way over in this account, which is a totally different account. Whoops. Got that out? Okay, so I have to look at 5 different accounts. And I sold my grandson's Albemarle this morning because Albemarle did jump up this morning. You bought more with a different strategy. Yes. No. I bought more with the same strategy, but I also bought more with a different strategy, and I sold the one on the different strategy. Do we do para already? No. Chaz, good evening. We'll do para right after Neo, P-A-R-A, I do have para in another account. Altria, M-O. Evening, Futu. I have no idea what that means. M-O, Altria. Okay, we're looking at Neo, N-I-O. Does anybody know anything about Neo? N-I-O. Neo Inc. CPB. CPB. All right, CPB. Symbol F-U-T-U. Where do you use the dividend calendar? What platform? Oh, that's Thinkorswim. You can go to Cisco, CSCO. You can go to Google and search. Hold on, BM1. Go to Google, or hold on, let's do this real quick. Go to Google and search dividend, EX dividend calendar. Okay. MarketBeat, NASDAQ, dividendstocks.com, dividend calendar at investing.com, search your CC matches. I don't know what that means. Webull has a dividend calendar. Oh, cool. EX dividend dates this week. Ooh, cool. ASO, TikToker. To build your own list, cross-reference dividend aristocrats against weekly options. Great idea, Al. ASO. Alrighty, Neo. No. No dividends at all with Neo. All right, Paramount. I actually own Paramount, so we'll take a look at that one. P-A-R-A. Whoops. The 14th, Paramount. Paramount is tomorrow. And it's a whopping 5 cents. Ooh, we're going to break the bank at 5 cents. You always look at the daily chart. I never look at the daily chart. Sorry. Never look at the daily chart. Guys, I don't do day trading. I do weekly trading. I buy it on Monday, and hopefully I'm selling it by Friday. Yeah, I never look at the daily chart. Okay, trade for Para. P-A-R-A. Paramount. 1168 by 1169. The 1150s are going for 47 cents. That's sweet. That's for next week. What are this week's going for? Hold on a second. The 1150s. Oh, you can still get good money on the 1150. Wait a minute. You lose 19 cents. Yeah, no. No, not for this week. NUE. Didn't we look at NUE last night? NUESTX. Each candle represents one day. That is correct. Okay. However, that's 30 days. That's not the 1-day chart. That's a 30-day chart. I don't see Kohl's in Dividend Kings or Aristocrats. Why do you own it? That was suggested by someone else, and the numbers look so good, I just jumped into it. But Kohl's is not on my personal list. It's JWN, isn't it? Isn't JWN Kohl's? JWN. Well, that's Nordstrom's. Oh, Kohl's is KSS. Yeah. KSS. Nice. Week 13. Yep, got that one. What are we looking at? Para? Oh, yeah, Para is tomorrow. Paramount. So let's put that in there, and let's put Paramount in over here. Okay, so Paramount a year ago, that 1946. Yeah, anyways, week 13. Yep, I got that one. The high for the year for Paramount, $23.97. We had that big drop, went sideways, dropped even some more. 90 days ago, we were somewhere at $10.68. Hey Al, evening. Even James can be tempted to break his own rules if it's a stick he doesn't mind owning. It's a stock I don't mind owning, yeah. What time of the year do you go over the entire list? January. Good evening, Chicken Strip 2.0. How you doing? All right, so 90 days ago, where is it? Right there. We were at 1201. The 90-day high, 1747. Hey, winner 86. Good evening. Okay, from the high, the 90-day high, which was the middle of December at 1748, she drops down and finds the bottom of the 90-day period, which is the same as the bottom of the 30-day period, at 1010. Okay, now that was on the 5th. Where are we? Right there. Okay, last 30 days. 30 days ago. Howie, how you doing? ARCC. Howie, just checking in. Howie, good. ARCC. You guys got to stop with the stocks because I'm going to have to turn off the comments again. You get too many stocks and I won't be able to answer questions. All right, where are we? Salsa, I wish TDA wasn't switched to Charles Schwab. Yeah, so do I. They took out some of the perks that used to be in there. Okay, so 30 days ago was the 30-day high. Okay, 1361. She just dropped to the bottom, which was the 5th. That was 1016. But from there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days to the upside. All right. So we're sitting at 1168 at this moment. Okay, so the 1168 is the bid. 1169 is the ask. Okay, if I bought it first thing in the morning, the 1169, the closest would be 1115, but I'd lose 19 cents. Now 19 cents from the 47 brings me down to what, 28? And that's still over 2%. Okay, so yeah, I'm good with Paramount. Now where am I with Paramount? Not in this account. There's this account right here. I'm in at 1110 and I sold the 11s. All right, I got no problem with that. Let's go back. All right. All right, that was Paramount. MO Altria. MO Altria. Next Friday. Ooh, possible triple play. You ready for this one? Now, who knows what possible triple play is in the stock market? See who gets it first. Because I know I've explained it before. $0.98. Sweet. All right. Yeah, 98 cents. That's 2%. Wow, I'm gonna write that. I hope it looks good because I like that number. Okay, 43.49. So the 43.50s, not 1%. What? But then you have the dividend. No club, but it should be good to me. Triple play is premium and X2 plus the dividend. No. Triple play would be the dividend, the premium, and the increase between the purchase price and the stock price. How much capital do you put towards buying the stock and selling the option? Do you have a ratio? Isaac, yes, I do. Okay. My ratio is 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%. 5 positions. Okay, 4 positions, it would be 25, 25, 25, 25. But if I have 5 positions, it's 20% in each. Okay, so I take the whole account. I take my whole account, and I divide it by 5. Okay, so that's 20,000 in this one, 20,000 in that one, 20,000 in this one, so on and so forth. Okay, Jen, how are you? A triple play, Jen, would be capturing the dividend, capturing a premium, and capturing the difference between the purchase price and the strike price. In this example here, it ain't that big, but it's still a triple play. You ready? 43.49. 43.50. It's only 1 cent. Okay, but it is a profit. If it goes above 43.50, you collect that extra penny plus the dividend plus the premium. What was the stock you were just talking about? Altria, M-O. Ugh. Do you like that one? Ugh. All right. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this right here. From that bottom to that top. I'm going to blow it up because this is going to be a no. Oh, thank you for repeating that. I know you've told us so many times. All right. Yuri, what was the stock you were just talking about? Oh, Altria, M-O. Before that, it was Paramount, P-A-R-A. Thanks, Winner86. All right, so this is the reason why I'm saying no to Altria. Look at the last 30 days. 30-day bottom way down here. Look where it is now. Okay. Yep. So I'm saying no to Altria. That's me, personally. Don't get me wrong. I love that dividend. I do. And it's on Friday. And the premium ain't even that great. Okay. 43.35. Oh, look at that. And the market maker is pushing it up more. Okay. 43.35 is the last trade. 43.36 is higher. And 43.49 is the higher. Both the bid and the ask are both higher. Okay. Well, all fairness, look at where it was. All right, let's move this out of the way. We're gonna move that out of the way. A year ago, here drops up, up. I love the movement. Okay, up, profit taken, up, profit taken, up, profit taken, up, profit taken. Here it just goes down, then it goes sideways. Now she's starting to go back up. She hasn't seen 44 since last October. I don't know. It just makes me a little uncomfortable. What does she normally do this time of year? Let's take a gander. Johnny, tell them what's behind door number 2. Here we go. Door number 2. Look at that. March 21st. Tell you, once you get a crop like that, usually stock goes up during the dividend time and then goes down afterwards. Yep, Salsa, that's exactly right. That's why we buy before the dividend. Buy before the dividend and get out while the getting is good. Get while the getting is good. So the next 2 weeks, you got that March 21st. Yeah, that's a bummer because I like the numbers. What's the best coin to hold that's only going to go up slowly? All right, Grindset, you're new here, okay? And apparently, you're not quite getting what dividend investing is all about. It has nothing to do with coins whatsoever. That's Altria. CPB. CPB. 43. Is that right? Am I reading that right? Oh, okay, that's why. I'm saying, oh, Campbell's Soup. I did buy Campbell's Soup earlier this year. I bought it and I got rid of it. Okay, what I don't like about Campbell's Soup. $42.81. Purchase price $43.34. The 43s are going for 45 cents. Once you subtract that 34 cents off of that, it becomes not worth it. The numbers just ain't there. Salsa, I'm holding it for the long term. I'm 20 with 300 shares of Altria. Hopefully it pays off. Well, good for you. I hope it works out for you. Okay, I don't hold anything long time. Longest I've ever held anything was 9 months. That's it. All right, do you still have 3M? No, I sold 3M last week. Have we looked at ADP tonight? No, Jen, we haven't. You don't want the price of the stock to go below the strike price. You sell the option. Okay, I'm not quite sure. You don't want the stock to go below the strike. Well, not really, Isaac. Rule number 1, never buy something you're not okay with holding for a long period of time. Whether it goes up, whether it goes down, it's really irrelevant. Make sure you buy it and you don't mind holding it for a long period of time. It would be nice if it hits the strike price, okay? And then we get out on Friday. Okay, the idea: buy on Monday, get out by Friday, be back into cash the next Monday, do it all over again. It's like a roller coaster, a Ferris wheel, a merry-go-round. How do you describe your trading to people? Oh, how do I describe it? Safe, secure, predictable, and consistent 1% per week using nothing but pre-qualified dividend stocks. That's how I describe it. All right, so Altria, as much as I like Altria, and Altria is a dividend king. It is. Okay? But I just don't like that movement right there. Okay? So your 30-day bottom is right here at 39, and now you're at 43. Granted, that's only what, $4, $5? That's not a lot. But look at the chart from 39.25 to 43. That's not a lot. My Trading Journal. Hey, you're back again. You were here before. I do know that. Yeah. Call and maybe collect the dividend. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But if we have time, can we look at ADP? Of course, Jen. It's only 10:20. It's only 10:20. I'm here till 11:30. Another hour. Will you consider 3M next quarter? Of course. I look at 3M 4 times a year. Okay. I bought it this quarter, which is quarter 1. I'm going to take a look at it again when the dividend comes up again. When is the dividend coming up again for 3M? Hold on a second. May 18th, right around May 18th. Okay, May 18th for 3M. So I will look at 3M the first week of May. Okay, first week of May, I'll look at 3M again. All right. No to Campbell Soup. Costco. No, not Costco. Cisco. CSCO. CSCO. No. Oh, wait a second. CSCO. Try it again. Okay, that's the first week. That's the first week of the second quarter. First week of the second quarter for Cisco. How did you finish up with 3M trade, James? I missed that one. Austin, I actually profited on it. I didn't make my 1% per week. I made a little bit less than 1% per week. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. I did make 1% per. Oh, no, wait a minute. I don't remember. I don't. It's okay. 3M last week. Okay, I had 3M last week. Not this. I sold 3M last week, and I think I did just over 1% because I think I carried it for 4 or 5 weeks. But I collected a bunch of dividends, and I collected one dividend and I think 5 premium or 6 premiums. I don't remember. It was on. That's why I have the podcasts. So if you have a chance, click on here. That's the podcast. Okay, that's every single day I do a podcast. All right, and they're anywhere between 20 minutes to 40 minutes every single day. Which reminds me, I didn't post it today. Damn it! I get sidetracked once in a while, and I forget to do things. It's that OPS thing I got going. Oops, wrong one. This one. All right, keep the wrong account. SIG. All right, we're looking at Costco or Cisco, 40 cents. CSCO. Kind of pointless looking at it now because we're not going to. Actually, it doesn't come a contender for another 2 weeks. LDMD. That's probably a no. LDMD. All right. CSCO. 5027, 51. No. Numbers just don't work. Okay. Last trade. The ask 5127. The 51's 64. Once you subtract that 27 off of it, it's not worth it. Okay, numbers there. Nope. BMY. BMY. Okay, where? Yeah. That's next week's pick. BMY. 60 cents. It's not actually for next week, it's for the week after. Okay, 50, 43. Once I take out 43 cents, that's come to no. Okay, and no, not for next week. Okay, the number doesn't work for next week. And we're not looking at it for next week until the week after. Valid symbol, LDMD. I get approved to sell options. Cool, iShare. What platform are we using? Thinkorswim. Okay, so BMY is no for next week, but maybe the week after. Okay, because the dividend is 3 weeks away, 4 weeks away. ASO. 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 The 25th. 11 cents. ASO. Okay. 69. So 70. 70. Ooh, holy cow. All right, well, let's take a look at this one. Heavy. That's a heavy premium. Interesting. Let's take a gander at it. You ready? Okay. ASO. A year ago. You ready? A year ago, 58.86. Okay. The bottom of the year, 42.76. And that was the beginning of October. 90 days ago was the 90-day bottom at 44.21. Now she raised all the way up to the high of the 90-day period, 75.73. But that's not what intrigues me. Take a look at this. Hold on, let's get into the last 30 days. All right, last 30 days. 30 days ago today, opened up at 68.31. Okay, we have a quadruple bottom. Quadruple. You like that? 4 times. 4 times. What platform? Okay, do you invest continuation funds? I have no idea what continuation funds is. Great job. You've done 90 minutes. Yay, 90 minutes. All right. quadruple bottom. What does that mean? Bottom, 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 bottom. Okay, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. But that's not what intrigues me. Are you ready for this? LFMD pays quarterly. No LDMD that I can see either. Thanks, Jen. LM, nope. Okay. ASO, take a look. Okay, 30 days ago, we're here. All right. Okay, 30 days ago, we opened up at 63.31. We got a double bottom here on the 13th and 14th of February. Look at the nice escalation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 days. 13 days to find the top. From the double bottom here, 13 days. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to find the bottom. Okay, the same bottom here as here. Okay, look what happened today. Up day. What does that tell you? Okay, that's almost a perfect signal for what's going to happen tomorrow. What might happen tomorrow? We don't know. Okay, but if, let's take a look at seasonality real quick. Ooh, I like that. Do you see that? Sideways, up, down. Look at from here, from the beginning of March to the middle of April. Historically speaking, go to the upside. Okay, here's the chart for this year. The blue represents this year. The red represents 10 years worth of data on average. Okay, so sideways up, a little bit profit taken, and then up. Look at that nice movement there. I like that. Let's zoom on in for the next couple of weeks. Okay, there, boom, there you go. Okay, right there. That's the next 2 weeks. Tiny bit to the upside and then sideways. I like that, personally. Okay, now let's see the numbers. That's what I want to see. Okay, ASO 63.90. All right, let's try that one more time. CINF is Cincinnati Financial, and that's a monthly. It's sad sometimes. I know this stuff off the top of my head. Does it matter where the stock goes for the option part of the trade? Does it matter where the stock goes for the option part of the trade? I really don't understand that question. Does it matter where the stock goes for the option part of the trade? I don't know. Can somebody explain that to me a little bit better? Because it's not making any sense. All right, so let's get back to ASO. All right, I like the chart. Okay, double bottom here, and an up day. Okay, I like 2 days in a row. It decays to 0. Yeah, it does decay to 0. I understand that. That's the time value. Time value decays to 0 eventually. But what doesn't decay to 0 is intrinsic value, if there's any value to the option. Let's look at the numbers. Last trade, 69.31. The bid, 68.91. The ask, 69.88. Okay, so 69.88. The next strike up should be 70. Okay, 69.88. The closest one is 70. Look at what the 70 is going for next week. Well, what is it for this week? Whoa. This week, okay, last trade, 69.31. The bid, 68.91. The ask, 69.88. The closest one is the 70. And it's going for 90 cents. That's over 1% for 2 days, Thursday and Friday. And if it doesn't hit that target price, look what it's going for next week. $3.40. Like, how can I get excited? $3.40. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, $3.40. So I could buy it tomorrow at $69.88. Sell somebody the rights, not the obligation, the rights to buy it from me at $70, which is more than I paid for it. 22 cents more than I paid for it. And I would collect $3.40. And look at where it is. Okay, it's at the 30-day bottom again. And I have 1 day to the upside. I would love 1 more day to the upside tomorrow. And then it's like, oh, what can I get rid of to get me some of those? That's where I'm at. All right. Anyway, I like that one. That one I'm actually going to circle and write down. All right. ASO. ASO. All right. What I don't know about ASO is how many years of consecutive increases it has. Looks like they report earnings next week. That's why premiums are high. Winter 86, that could very well be. Okay. Okay, we're in the 13th, which is here. Okay, it's not really worth buying it for the dividend because the dividend is only 11 cents. That's not really worth it. Let's take a look at. Nope, not that. Not that. Whoops. Okay, I want to go to Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance, and we're looking at ASO, correct? I want to see how many dividends they paid out consistently increased. Okay, ASO. ASO, there we go. Everywhere we go, people want to know. Okay, who we are. ASO, historical data. Okay, come on. Dividends only. 9 cents. Ugh, come on. It can't be that good. 2 years. That's it. 2 years worth of data. Like 2 years worth of dividends. When you sell the option and collect the premium, it doesn't matter where the stock price goes after. Not necessarily so. We buy it before the EX date because historically speaking, stocks have a tendency to go up right around the dividend, coming into the dividend, not from the dividend onward. After the dividend is paid, it has a tendency to go down a little bit, then it could recover. QYLD monthly dividends. That's correct. QYLD does have monthly dividends, but QYLD is not a stock. It is an ETF, which is a bunch of stocks. Hey, LA Sine Waves. Hey, James. When a company is going to cut the dividends, do they give their shareholders a heads up? Unfortunately, they do. Bonnet Ewing. If I were to theoretically oil up your what? That's disturbing. Do you day trade? No, Michael, I don't. Okay, so this is going to have to be a personal call. For me, it's a definite no. That's me. I do like that premium, though. LA Sound Waves, do they do it? Usually not a good sign on stock. I have no idea what he means by that. Anyway, I'm trying to keep up with both things. Okay, so ASO, whoever introduced it, 8 cents dividends last year. I mean, the year before last, 9 cents dividends last year, and only 2 years of dividends. No, you know what? I've struggled with the green-headed monster long enough, and I'm not succumbing to it ever again. Okay, so you guys want to do ASO? Totally up to you. I don't tell people what to buy. Okay, NUE. That's probably why I never heard of it. You know, it's got another 18 years to go before it gets to my list. Good luck. All right, next on the list is NUE, and that sucks because that premium was fat. $3 for a $69 stock. Anyway, that's probably why it was so high. Who knows? Probably trying to attract buyers. All right, NUE, the 27th, and that dividend is 54 cents. NUE. 185, and the 185 is going for 295. Cool. I like the numbers. Let's see what the chart look like. NUE. Okay, interesting. Good AI stock today? Don't know. Alrighty. Hey, I got something nice. Someone gave me something. A rose. Well, thank you there, Jaden. That was very nice of you. ALGO, should I sell now or go down to 50? All right. Jaden, I'll write it down. We'll take a look at it. NUE is a huge company. I worked for them before. Well, LA Soundwave, we're going to take a look at it right now. ALGO. ALGO. All right. Jaden, hold tight for a little bit. I'm going to take a look at it in a second. All right, we're taking a look at Nucor at the moment. A year ago, it was at 155.27. Dropped down to the bottom of the year around 130, and that was the end of May. From there, jumps up to a trading range of 167, goes sideways for a little bit, drops down again, 139. Let's take a look at the last 90 days. That would be right about here. 90 days ago today was the 90-day bottom. Check that out. Nice upward movement. Nice. Look at that, 90 days. That's sweet. Okay, so 90-day bottom was 150.77. The 90-day top was 195. Okay, let's look at the last 30 days. The last 30 days ago today, 186.60. Okay, the bottom 30 days was 178.22. Okay, 178.22. Nice turn to the upside, profit taking, and this is where we are now. What looks appealing about this, okay, from the 30-day bottom to the 30-day high, okay, nice movement. Then she comes down here. The new bottom is here, and then these 2 days are up higher. Even though they're both down days, the low is a little bit higher. Okay, let's take a look at seasonality. What does this thing normally do? Okay, that doesn't look that bad. Sideways, tiny bit to the upside. Okay, I like it. Now, let's see what the numbers look like. 184.10. Okay, the 185s is what you can buy it for. Now, the 185s, okay, last trade 142, 184.10. 185 is what I could buy it for tomorrow morning. The 185 strike price is 295. Well, alrighty, let's find out what that looks like. Okay, clear that. 295, and we divide that by the purchase price, and the purchase price is 185. 185. That's 1.6% for the week. Okay, I like 1.6%. That works for me. Okay, but what I want to find out is how often has Nucor increased their dividends? NUE. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, we went down twice. In 07 to 08, it dropped it from 61 to 52, then from 52 to 35. Then they've increased it since 08. So 08 to now is 10, 15, 16 years. 16 years increasing. Okay, Elaine to you. Thanks for the information. I will definitely be back to learn. I'm here every night at 9 p.m. until the end of the month, because that's the whole quarter from January and 90 days, every single day, 2.5 hours. I'm getting a little burned out. Fakir Khan. Sir, I was robbed of $1,400 and my parents won't pay it back, nor will the police find it. I can't help you out with that one. I have no idea what that means. All right, so let's go back. How far back does Nucor actually pay its dividends? Okay, so they've been paying dividends since 81. Scratch ADP, EX date passed, and options aren't great. Okay. I'm sorry, Jen, and you were so looking forward to that one too. But that's okay, Jen, because there's always another company. We look at 150 different companies. Okay, every week there's like 10 or 15 to look at that are decent companies. And do they always pay 1%? No, they don't always. But if it doesn't pay the 1%, we dump it into a stable stocks. All right, so they've been paying. Nucor has been paying dividends since '86. Okay, and they've been not the greatest of going up, because in '86 it was a penny. And then 87 was a penny, 88 a penny, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, all the way up to 94, just 1 cent per share. And 95, it was 2 cents. And up to 96. And 97, it's a 3 cents. Then in 2000, they jumped up to 4 cents, to 02, and then 07. Okay. And then 05, they jumped to 20 cents, and 30, and 60. In 07, they dropped from 61 cents to 52. Then 52 in 08, they dropped it to 35. But from 08 to present, they've been increasing. Not increasing every single year. So it's not increasing every single year. They're increasing slowly. Some years it was the same. Okay, so 18, it was 40 cents. 19, it was 40. 20, it was 40. 21, it was 41. So 3 years at 40 cents a share. It took 3 years for them to go from 40 cents a share to 41 cents a share. Okay, then from 21, at 41 cents, 22 was 50 cents, then 51, then 54. They're slowly increasing, but they're not consistently increasing. So is Nucor even on my list? I don't know. I knew STX. STX. Seagate, 90, 50. The closest one would be 90. Okay. Now, this question was asked earlier today. Okay. Now, when you have a stock price in between two strikes, okay, this is a perfect example. The stock price is $90.50. They have a $90 one, which pays $1.19, and a 91 that pays 98 cents. Okay, in this instance, the 91 is a better deal because you're getting 98 cents as the premium. The 90, you're getting $1.19, but you're losing 50 cents right off the top. So you're only getting 69 cents. Okay, so the $90 strike price, you're getting 69 cents, which is not 1%. But the 91 strike price, you are getting 1%. And if it goes above 91, you get the difference between the purchase price and the strike price. So that's STX. Where is STX anyway? STX. Next Wednesday. Okay. And that dividend is 70 cents. Okay, I like 70 cents. Jaden, I thank you for all those roses you sent. That was very nice of you. We're gonna look at ALGO in a minute. All right, let's look at the chart for STX. STX. Interesting. A year ago, we were at 61.12. The double bottom hits it in the end of April and the beginning of May. But basically, just went sideways all the way up until October. Then she starts to rise. Let's take a look at the last 90 days. 90 days, right? Here we go. 90 days ago, we're at 72.23. Okay? 72.23 90 days ago. And look at that run up to the top. And then we have a pullback over here. All right, fine. The 90-day top was 101.26. Okay, now that was a 6 5 days ago. Whoops. Whoops. I can hear the wife snoring in the other room, so I can stay up late. All right, 30 days ago. Here we go. 30 days ago, we're sitting at 87.34. Went sideways for a little bit. Took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. 9 days to get to the 30-day high of 101.26. Okay, and we had two gap ups. Okay, between the 26th and the 27th, the 28th, the 29th, the 29th, and the 1st. Okay, small gap here, small gap here, small gap here. Filled, and this one filled. So all three of those gaps filled. But 88.67 is where we are right now. Okay, I would personally, wait to find a bottom, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down days in a row. Okay, from the top, 6 days down. It hasn't finished falling yet. Okay, it's going to finish falling when we have 2 days to the upside too. We haven't got them yet. So this is one I'd have to sit and watch maybe next week, because we still have what, Thursday and Friday. Then we start buying again on Monday. So no to STX, ARCC, Ares Capital Corporation. That is tomorrow. Ooh, tomorrow, and that is 48 cents. ARCC. That is a no. The reason it's a no, and these are monthly options. They don't pay worth a squat. Okay, give you for instance 20.85. The 21s are going for nothing. No number there. Yeah, I don't do monthlies. SIG. No. Now we are ALGO. Here we go. ALGO. That's not a symbol. All right. Brown Muda. What's on the economic calendar for tomorrow? I don't look at the economic calendar for tomorrow. I don't. Okay. I only look at the dividend stocks. Can you check NYCB? Oh, we didn't get to this one last night. NYCB, New York Community Bank. They don't have a dividend, so I don't see why we're looking at it. Try OCEA. OCEA. Ocean Biometric. They don't have dividends. Sorry, kiddo. Now, Winner 86, not going bankrupt. Okay, they're just going into, I think, receivership, or they're just changing out. Don't dividends only work with large amounts of money? No. NYCB got billion in funding. Really? Well, let's check it out. NYCB. NYCB. All right, they don't have a dividend, so I don't know why we're looking at it. NYCB. Someone mentioned it. All right, 376 to 350 is going for 30 cents for tomorrow. That's nuts. Yeah. NYCB. Now, NYCB is not on my list because they're not a dividend stock. James, can you explain how you can lose money right off the top from the ask price? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Okay. Now, New York Bank, 617 a year ago. All right, the high was in the end of July at 1422. Had a big gap down from 1034 does have a dividend, just hasn't increased over 20 years. Wow, that sucks. Now, I'd only do this one on speculation, okay, because the premium is just freaking nuts. Okay, so I'm $10, 1034 on the end of January. She drops down to 6, which is a 40% drop. I think he needs a difference between the purchase price and the strike price. Okay, winner 86, I don't know. I have no idea what he's talking about. Because, I do understand that, when you're on a phone and you have those little tiny buttons, it's hard to sometimes get the questions in there and you don't have a whole bunch of space to ask questions. All right, that was January 31st, the last 30 days, right there, Here we go. 30 days ago today, we at the 30-day high, and that was 553. We went sideways for a couple of weeks, a little bit of a gap down, but that gap almost got filled, 442, and the bottom was 170. So we had 2 days up in a row. Okay, we ended up at 375 today. Okay, what does New York Bank usually do this time of year? Usually go sideways. Okay. That's okay. So let's go and see what the numbers look like. The last trade was 375. The bid, 374. The ask, 376. So we take a look at the 350s for this Friday. It's 30 cents. Okay, you take 30 cents off of wait a second. All right, 350. That's 26 cents. They take 26 cents off that, you're only getting 4, which is still over 1%. That's for this week. What does it look like for next week? 350 is going for 35 cents. That's freaking nuts. Okay, that is nuts. Okay, Jervro, if you wanted to chat, okay, if you want to join the conversation, for those who want to join the conversation, I ask you to DM me your number and I'll give you a buzz. Kind of funny, we had a lot of people last night said that they would, and they never did. People don't actually believe I'll actually call you if you actually leave your phone number. Okay, so next week, take a look at the number for next week. Okay, what do you think's going on here? Okay, 35 cents for the 350. Now, I'm losing 26 cents. Is that right? Yeah, I'm losing 26 cents right off the top. So you take 26 off of that, and that would give you to 19 cents. Is that right? 19 and 26 minus 26. That's only 9 cents. Okay, you divide that by 376, 3.76. That's 2.4%. To make sure you will make money. All right. All right, it's 11 o'clock. We've got another half hour to go. My eyes are getting a little heavy. Okay, so that's New York City Bank. Now, New York City Bank is not on my list, okay, because they don't increase their dividends consistently. And it's only, what, $3 stock? Anyway. Wow, that's everything from the list. There's nothing left on the list. All right. Anyone else want to take a look at something? Questions? We're down to 75. Only 75 people here. It is what? It is Wednesday night, after all. And it is 11 o'clock. BBY. All right. BBY and Hess. BBY and Hess. BBY. BBY is next week. 94 cents BBY. That's a nice dividend. I'm in Hess this week. Okay, Al. Soundwave, does that answer your question? Thanks, Jen. Blah, blah, blah. Can you please check Visa? Okay, Visa is in the first week of the quarter, I believe, or the second week of the quarter. So that's like 4 or 5 weeks out. But I'll take a look. I'll show you when it is. Okay. All right, Visa is the second week of February, which is week 4, 5, 6. Week 6. Okay. That's week 6. We're in week 11. So we're not going to look at this, for another 5 weeks, 6 weeks maybe? Let's get back to where we were. BBY. All righty. BBY a year ago today, 76.36. The high, the previous high, 85.66. The low of the year is 65.25. All right, LA Soundwave. I'll give you a buzz in the morning. We'll talk about it. All right, you're in California. I'll call you after we're done here. Okay, I will DM me your number and I'll give you a buzz. And after we're done here in about 20 minutes or so, I'll give you a buzz and we'll chat about it, what you're talking about, because I don't want you to be too confused. All right, the bottom of the year is the same as the 90-day bottom. You got to DM me your number because I don't have it off the top of my head. The 90-day bottom was 62.30. That was 90 days ago. Okay, she goes up a little bit and just basically goes sideways. See, the 90-day bottom's here. She comes up to here, it just goes sideways. Okay, just sideways, nothing major. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Is what it is. Okay, last 30 days. Okay, 30 days ago, we were at the 30-day bottom. Now we have a double bottom here. 30 days ago, right, on the 13th, and then again on the 20th. The 13th and the 20th. No big deal. Okay, but look at that. On the 20th, nice run up to the top. 86, 87. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, but 4 days to the downside. Okay, up a little bit, down a little bit, up, basically going sideways again. All right, so we're sitting at 77.52 at this moment. 77.52. What does it normally do this time of year? Here we go. And there's no rhyme or reason to this. look at that. March 21st. All right, so the next week or so, we're going to go to the upside. That's the next week. But after that, we're coming down. But are we really? Because that March 21st is throwing everything off. Be Sure Realty podcast. Cool. Thanks. No worries. All right. Be Sure Realty. Yes, there is a podcast. Let's go up here to the bio. It gives you all the links to all that kind of stuff. Okay. Standard. Back here. Here we are. There we go. Last 90 days. There we go. Last 30 days. Where were we? Right there. Okay. This I like right here. Basically going sideways. It's 77.52. Okay. 77.50 by 77.99. Okay. That's 78. Okay. Okay. The last trade, 77.52. The bid, 77.50. Ask, 77.99. 77.99, the closest one would be the 78. Okay, 1 penny off, 78. And that is trading for 90 cents. 90 cents is more than 1%. So all the numbers look good. Okay. 90 cents divided by the purchase price, 77.99. That's 1.15. Okay, I could deal with 1.15 for the week. That's BBY. Hess. Thank you. Thanks again for tomorrow. James, good night. See y'all. All right, Miss Jen, I hope you're enjoying your vacation. How much longer you got in your vacation? Question mark, Jen. How much longer you got in your vacation? And are the kids in the hubby enjoying themselves? That's 2 questions. Okay. Till the 18th. 5 more days. Cool beans. So maybe we can get that spreadsheet in by the end of the month. That'd be cool. Unless, of course, you get bored during your vacation. What women gets bored on their vacation? I don't know. Maybe send the boys out fishing. You have the whole place to yourself. I don't know. Anyway, where were we? INTC. Intel. INTC. All right, next on the list is going to be Hess. I don't think Hess is even. Hess is Friday. Okay, Friday it is. Well, Colin. Hey, James. I was having a conversation with you on and off again for the last 3 days until you said LOL. Colin, I have no idea what you mean. Okay, I was having a conversation with you on and off again for the last 3 days until they said LOL. Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about. Mr. Approval, thank you for following. I know there doesn't get much. I had a fake account contact me under your name. Okay, I had a fake account contact me under your name. Okay, Colin, I have no idea what you're talking about. But all right. Where we are with Hess. Hess has its dividend Friday. Okay, we're here. Tomorrow's Wednesday. The EX date is there. Okay, if you really want to collect that dividend, okay, you'd have to get it tomorrow or Friday. It's only 43 cents. Okay, however, if you do that, okay, the 149.86. Oh, you were talking to a fake James. Well, there's I think that's 5 or 6 people pretending to be me. 5 or 6 pretending to be me. And I always tell people, you want to call and talk to me, DM me with your phone number and I will call you. Okay, so if you're talking to someone on the computer and they're pretending to be me, I always say, call me, and I will. Okay, where were we? Oh, back to Hess. Okay, so Hess is Friday. To collect a dividend, you're going to have to buy it tomorrow. Or I would have to buy it tomorrow, which I'm not going to do. But 149.86, the closest one is the 150s, and that's only going for 50 cents, which is 0.3, only 1/3%. But then you'd be catching the dividend also, which is only 50 cents. So the 50 cents and the 30 cents only comes to 80 cents. And that's still not 1% of 43. Okay, the 43 and the 50 come to 90 cents. So even the dividend and the premium don't work. Okay? So you'd have to get the dividend, the premium, and the difference between the 149.86 purchase price. What's up with the 21st? Came in late. All right, Be Sure Realty, the 21st is an anomaly. Okay? An anomaly. You know what that is? A black swan event. Something that happens that nobody ever figured out how the hell it happened, or it'll probably never ever happen again. Okay, the pandemic where the world shut down and the stock market went from here to there. 21st of March was the bottom. So almost every single stock chart you see will be skewed, screwed, or just not quite accurate because of March 21st, 2021, bringing all the averages down. Because if you have 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 50, or 100, 100, 100, 0, 100, 100, 100, that 1 0 is going to knock off all those other hundreds. Pandemic every 100 years. Okay, yeah, well, another 100 years we'll have the same problem. But considering we use a 10-year chart for historical performance, we're going to see that March 21 anomaly for the next, that's funny how pandemic seasonality. We're going to see that March 21st skewing or screwing all the numbers for the next 7 years. Okay, it just is what it is. Okay, so as I was saying with Hess, I would have to buy it tomorrow. The dividend, the premium, and the difference between the stock price, then I might get 1%. That's just too many variables. Too many, yeah, no. It just doesn't work. INTC, INTC, there we go. INTC's next. INTC. Intel, no. PM is March. March 20th, PM. All right, Mike, what are you talking about PM? Philip Morris? Yep, Philip Morris is the 20th. $1.30. Ooh, $1.30. 95. That's 2 days. Yeah, no. Next week, the 96s go. Yeah, I'm gonna say no, Mike. Sorry. Check it out. I'd have to buy it at 96.23. The 96s are going for 40 cents. You take the 23 cents off that 40 cents. What are you left with? Like 13 cents? 14 cents? Yeah, no. Sorry, Mike. The numbers just don't work. I mean, if you like Philip Morris, yeah, fine. But for me, no. Because I like accurate. And I think this is the part where I have to tell everyone this is for entertainment only. I don't suggest anything. I'm not an advisor. I have no alphabet soup at the end of my name. It's not, Sir James Esquire, MDT, whatever. Whatever that crap you put the end of your name. There's no certificates on my wall. See my wall? Nothing on there. All right, James, if you have some time, call me tomorrow. I got to bounce. Thanks for the info. I'll DM you. All right. All right, Soundwave. Catch you in the morning. That's everything. That's everything on the list. And it is 11:16. My eyes are heavy. My sights are dim. Anything else, anyone? Anyone? Oh, 58. We're below 60. That's it. Below 60? No. All right. Good night, y'all. All right. So tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. Good night, Instagram. Yep. And now. Good night, YouTube. And now. Good night, you guys. Catch you in the morning. Only 76. And good night to YouTube.